Commissioner Dr. Laverne Terry for her remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I too want to thank One World Sustainable for working with the Department of Education. Mr. Knight just went over all of the key reasons why a project like this is so important. But it's also important because in education, not only are we preparing our students to read and write and do arithmetic, but we also want to prepare them to move out into the world of work and careers. So by having this early exposure, we're hoping that some child's heart will be ignited to make them want to go ahead and take this a step further, that they will seek jobs in the area of energy or in some other area that involves technology and learning. Many of you are probably aware that we have a STEM project in the Virgin Islands, and that's science, technology, engineering, mathematics. This project fits right into the direction that we're seeking. We know that our students can and will perform at high levels if they're given the opportunity, the tools, and the support to do it. And what One World Sustainable has done is given us something that we could not have gotten on our own. So you've given them opportunity, you've given them tools, and through the support of the Energy Department, Mr. Johns, Mr. Malloy, Mr. Canaro, we know that they will get the support that they will need to be able to advance and use this technology in new ways. So again, we thank you to our friends at One World. We thank the Energy Department, WAPA, all of our other partners in supporting our children. It's at times like this when we come together that it reinforces to this community just how important everyone thinks the education of our children is, not just the people in the department, but our partners within the government and outside of the government. So we thank you for coming today, and I'm really excited about this, and I know that Mr. John is going to take it to the next level with his students in the fall. Thank you.
And now we'd like to bring up Superintendent Gary Malloy.
Thank you, Ms. Pancham, and good afternoon to everybody viewing and listening. I'm going to be very, very brief. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. For the opportunity to have a donation like this made to the educational complex, for an opportunity for our students to be exposed to the type of renewable energies that's going to become forward. As mentioned before, I know that Mr. John is going to take this and have our students fully engaged and all our instructors fully engaged at the beginning of the school year. We want to thank our Department of the Energy. We couldn't do this without your consistent direction. Mr. Conera from the State Office, Commissioner Terry. And again, just want to thank you again for this wonderful donation, and we're going to really put it to good use and invite you back to come back and see what is going to be done with it, because you're going to be surprised with what our children are going to do with this donation. Thank you.
Mr. Eduardo Canero, our State Director of Career Technical and Adult Education.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I'd like to also say thank you. These are two tough acts to follow, but we really appreciate it because with the infrastructure in, we're halfway there. And our commitment at the state office will be able to provide all professional development, because the teachers may have to be trained, all technical assistance to make sure that our students get the pathway to the future. As we train for demand occupations, of course, energy leads the list in demand occupations globally, not only in the Virgin Islands or nationally. As we prepare them for this global economy, we thank you for the head start that you give us in this particular project. So protocol being established with all our partners. I don't want to name everyone, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
And we'd like to bring us the St. Croix Educational Complex Principal, fantastic Principal, Mr. Willow John.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I too would like to echo our thank you for the significant contribution you have made to us, One World Sustainable. It's somewhere in the vicinity of $30,000 worth of equipment and installation, and we will assure you that that equipment will be used to the maximum for educational purposes. It gives our students an opportunity to look at the academic and technical skills so that they can analyze this whole green energy area. And we're going to make sure that we maximize it. We're going to make sure that the teachers are familiar and they're able to pass it on. And Mr. Knight, I also look forward to doing our phase 2. in which we can do some training in photovoltaic installation, because that's what we're looking at next. And hopefully the Department of Labor will partner with us, because I know they do have some funds, and we can go on with our second phase. And hopefully we'll also be able to use the statistics from this project to thrust us forward with the next one. Thank you, everyone.